On behalf of the coalition members and the University of New Haven Fire Science Club, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the side-by-side fire and sprinkler burn demonstration today. The objective of the Fire Sprinkler Coalition is to educate the public about the dangers of fire and the benefits of having a residential sprinkler system installed in the home. The ultimate goal of the coalition is to move forward legislation on a statewide level or codes that we can adopt on a statewide level that require residential sprinklers in new 1- and 2-family dwellings. The demonstration today will vividly show the speed of a typical home or an off-campus fire and its potential to be deadly. The burns will also highlight the importance of home fire safety equipment, specifically smoke alarms and fire sprinkler systems. These systems together can save lives and reduce property damage. The coalition is using this event to demonstrate the dangers of home fires and the importance of prevention, detection, and suppression. The demonstration is being conducted during the most important time of the year, which is Fire Prevention Week. In keeping with the education part, in 2012, the United States Fire Departments responded to over 365 home structure fires. On average, there are close to 3,000 fatalities annually from residential fires, which account for 80% of all civilian fire deaths. The individuals at greatest risk are adults over 65 and children under 5 years of age. Public fire education is utilized to prevent fires by teaching about fire safety in the home, by having smoke alarms that are operable and installed in correct locations, and lastly, by educating people about the benefits of having a residential sprinkler system in their home. Now, there are many benefits to having a residential fire sprinkler system installed. Some of those include home fire sprinklers that respond quickly and effectively. You will have the chance to observe that today with the 2 burn demonstrations that we have. This in itself saves lives. Another benefit is the risk of dying decreases about 80% when sprinklers are present, compared to only 1/3 by having smoke alarms alone. That's a great difference there in those numbers. Sprinklers also reduce significant property loss by approximately 70% per fire. In some situations, occupants are also allowed to stay in their home after a fire. So if we think about it this way, when we have a fire, normally the people are out of their home for at least probably a year or maybe even more. With a residential fire sprinkler system, the water damage may be so minimal as they be able to stay in their house after a fire. Sprinklers also protect residents and firefighters when fire occurs in homes built with lightweight construction materials. And we say this because when you put a truss roof or a truss floor construction house up and build it, what happens is it puts the firefighters and it puts the residents at risk. So with that being said, it also protects the firefighters from risk. Now, there's a saying, when someone asks a fire chief or a fire officer the best tactic to use in order to mitigate or control a fire situation quickly and effectively, the answer is to put the fire out. It's that simple. If the fire goes out, the problem goes away. And the simple thing is residential fire sprinklers do just that. At this time, I would like to introduce Mayor Ed O'Brien from the friendliest city in Connecticut, West Haven, Connecticut, to say a few words. Mayor?